I know. And I chose her because as an opera singer, there is something that we don't know when it comes to that craft. How you must exercise your voice, how you must drink the water in the morning. There's a lot that happens in there, and it's very interesting. Skarabo Rabaloy, who is with us namhlanje Phulaphuli this beautiful morning, she is a soprano from Kronstadt, that is a Free State, and her credits include being the runner-up at a David Alfred competition back in 2024, as well as a duet prize third Aviva Pelham Operetta competition back in 2024 as well. And she's a finalist faux CTO bursary competition, as well as a soloist in the Young Artist Concert of the Songmakers Guild. She's also a soloist in the SACM Concerto Festival. And I'm proud to say that I have witnessed her sing, perform, and she has a beautiful voice, a stunning one. Good morning, Karabo. How are you today?
Good morning, my friend. I'm good, thanks, and you?
Karabo. Okay, I'm not hearing you speak.
I
I'm
am here.
trying to hear you. I'm trying to get to you.
I am here. How are you, Lishe?
Awesome, awesome, girl. I'm so happy to hear your voice. Hey, when how are you today?
I am good, thanks, and yourself.
I'm good. I'm good to be speaking to you. Oh, this feature, as you know, it is titled "A Day in the Life." Now, this is a feature that we normally have on YouTube. We see these kinds of things on YouTube where people vlog and we get to see people, do their things daily. But when it comes to somebody who actually, has a career that we don't know much about, which is that you're an opera singer. Tell us more about first how you got into the opera world, number one, before we go into how your day looks like.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the listeners, and thank you for having me today. Oh my gosh, this is. I think every opera singer has a story. That's
Yeah.
firstly, I come from a home where music has been a thing. I grew up in a musical home. But funny thing, I never thought I would be a singer. I always thought, oh, it's just a hobby or something. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a politician, you know?
What?
Yes, it was so hectic. And still, I did the same thing. I applied university for
Mm-hmm.
political science. And then I thought, you know what? My second choice, let it be something that I won't necessarily struggle. Remember, I did music my whole life now. I started
Yeah.
singing at the age of 3 and started playing the
Mm.
piano at the age of 4.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, let me just get something that I've been doing at least as my second option.
Sure.
Um, how I started opera specifically in my final year in high school, I had to actually so I was a bursary student
Okay.
for music at Crawford College Pretoria,
Mm-hmm.
and I dislocated my thumbs. Right, I was a sports player. I love my sports. I was a
Mm.
sports player, and now I couldn't play the piano. I wasn't a singer bursary. I wasn't. My bursary wasn't for being a singer. It was for being a piano player. And then
Okay.
dislocated my thumbs. I can't play. What must happen now? My
Hectic.
bursary is on jeopardy, and I need to.
Hectic.
Yes. So then, yes, that's how I said, okay, no, let me swap my instruments. I can do the singing right now. I needed to, and then I was like, let me audition for the because there was an annual like concert that every bursary student needed to do. I was like,
Sure.
I'll audition with my voice. It's fine. I'm going for
Mm.
it, and I did. That was the first time I self learned an opera song. I didn't know what was going on. My mom, luckily, because she was a conductor, she knows the song as well from the Saski competitions. And
Yeah.
then that's what we did with my mom. I got through, and then that's when the word opera came through to say, no, you need an opera vocal teacher in order for us to, like, let's spice this piece up in order for you to be ready for the for the festival, for the concert. That's when I knew there's something. Well, I knew opera existed, but then the dynamics around it, to say, oh, you can't just sing it. There's specific stuff around it. Okay, fast forward, everything went well. And then I applied to university. Again, I'm not all three the universities that I applied to.
Yeah.
I was pretty okay because then my marks were fine. I thought, oh, okay. Um, I don't know. I don't know what happened. You know, some things you don't even know how God leads you into them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then none of the universities that I applied to accepted me for political science. They all only did it with music. And
Wow.
that's how I entered opera.
Karabo. That I mean, it's literally a journey that you can see, Uguti. It was crafted by God Himself, and when we are being led into some things that God wants us to do, it doesn't look like it at first, but you see at the end that, man, I see the hand of God in here, and I was supposed to do this. Now, tell us what your day looks like. The day in the life of Karabo Rabalo. What's the first thing you do in the morning?
I, I will not lie. The first thing I do is to check if my voice is there. You know something. We are so paranoid. Like I think as I don't know, maybe others. I don't know my colleagues how they think, but because this is your job, this is all
Yeah.
you have. You want to literally just check whether the vocal cords are still functioning. You know, it's
Yes.
you can talk, but if they are not working, then you are done
Hey.
for. You know. So I
Ah.
hum. Yes. Oh my. I do a quick hum. I'm like,
Sure.
okay, it's there. It's there. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Then so I always need to wake up so early.
Mhm.
I think people can hear I have a very deep speaking voice,
Yeah.
which is something that I'm actually learning in the process to just not amplify, but to work on technically because it makes my singing in the morning a bit more difficult, you know. So
Okay.
I need
Yeah.
to, yes, it's something we're working on with my vocal teacher and
Mm-hmm.
everything. So yes, then I need to wake up if I'm singing just like I'm singing today at 12. Um
Mm-hmm.
I need to give myself plus minus 3 hours of awake in order to be able to nail that performance or whatever singing that I need to do.
Wow.
Yes.
That is interesting. So after you perform, for instance, today you're going ahead and you're performing at 12. Then after the performance, what are your plans? Like, do you go back into rehearsing? Do you look forward to something else? Do you go out with friends? What do you do? Or all you are thinking about is singing? It's opera. What do you do after that?
I don't want to lie. I really love celebrating small things. You know, if you can't
Mm.
celebrate small things, you'll never see the big ones when they happen. So
Yeah.
every concert or every small thing that I do reward myself. It doesn't have to be something huge.
Mm.
But I don't usually I do depending how my schedule is. But
Mm-hmm.
usually after a concert or performance, I don't even want to hear my own voice. I don't want
Mm.
to listen opera. I don't want to listen to opera or anything. I listen to other music because I do love it. I'm a jazz lover, R&B lover, you know, but the old ones, something like
Mm-hmm.
that. So that suits one's my soul, you know, at times
Mm.
because you're always not anxious. We always sometimes criticize ourselves. I do that a lot.
Mm.
I'm learning, you know, recently to say, you know what, you did the best that you could do, even
Yeah.
though there's room for improvement.
Yeah, that's true. Now, briefly, tell us what the future of an opera singer looks like.
Does any opera singer know that?
Ah, my goodness.
They do not.
Yeah, ne? But like the dream, what's the dream for an opera
Uh,
singer?
Definitely. So my dream definitely is to be part of the Vienna Opera House.
So,
Um, yes, that's the first one. I think everyone would like to do the Metropolitan in London as well, the
mm-hmm,
Metropolitan House. And then
mm-hmm,
what's important for me is really to have an opera academy back in South Africa, where I
mm,
feel, where I see um, the need for kids or people who want to do this and they always have to travel. I don't believe that everyone needs to go overseas to actually, pursue this dream. There is a need
sure,
for it now. I see it. So everything that I want to do out there now, because there's not many of us who are doing that, is to actually gain the resources, the access for it to be done back here. Because we
mm,
can't always just leave home. It's not nice leaving home. It's
mm-hmm,
not. To
yeah,
just pursue a career, then there is, some people have kids, some people have families, and stuff. You can't be an
mm,
island. There's one thing I can say, being a musician or an artist, an opera singer in my context, you need all the support that you can get. It's
mm.
very strenuous, it's very mentally, like, challenging. You need all the support, all the everyone around you. There's just some things that cannot be replaced. So that
Oh,
is my dream, or rather, yes, my plans, by God's
yes.
will.
I get you, girl. I understand you, man. From the KNR Breakfast team, we are really wishing you a bright future. Really hoping that everything that you have in your heart, you really do pursue, and God gives it to you because you really do have the heart for music, and you're super talented in it. And my hopes, really, it's to see you go further and go higher and reach the stars. I love you so much.
Thank you. I love you too, my friend.
Thank you. Bye now. Go ahead and rehearse.
Thank you so much. I need it.
Bye, Karabo. And that's it. Oh my goodness. It is Karabo Rabaloy. She is an opera singer and she's got a brilliant, beautiful voice. And I've witnessed her, I've heard her sing, and she really does hit the high notes. So, tomorrow and maybe next week and the other week following that, we're going to have more of the day in the lives of people who are doing amazing in their workspaces and want to get to know